The Shut Your Mouth Lounge, episode number, this is 354 or 5?
55.
Which is it?
55.
5. Yes, okay.
This is the Shut Your Mouth Lounge episode 55. Welcome.
Oh. We've decided to kill this thing in the cradle. Only 50 episodes, but we've had enough.
I mean, only.
A young podcast on the whole, cut down in its prime. The horror of what we've done today will be remembered for generations. Nonetheless, there is, in fact, one Addy hero.
Yes.
And one Pink here.
That is me.
Is it not cool?
It's pretty cool, yo.
Now, there was a question that I have been meaning to ask for years since I've known you, Pink.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming out on your YouTube channel?
I actually might, because I think I recorded a session or two of For Honor and or Dead by Daylight. I'm looking at that right now. And or Overwatch with some of you goobers. I don't remember which sessions actually made the cut or not. So, if I've got those actually recorded, I'll probably get those uploaded at some point this week. We'll see. But aside from those two things, I don't believe I should have anything else coming out. So don't be prepared for anything, but expect the possibility that something may or may not come out.
Okay. Addy, I'm going to ask you the question that will change your life.
Yes.
What's coming out on your YouTube channels?
Nothing on the main one. As is tradition. I mean, currently, just to summarize, I have 30 pages of papers to write. I have some 15 movies to watch. I have 3 exams in 2 weeks. I have
Jesus.
I have just wrapped shooting a movie, and I am about to begin production on another. So,
impressive.
I mean, it's only short stuff. Well, this movie that I just finished was 5 minutes in the end. The next one. They asked me to try to aim for like 15. I don't think that's realistic because I have 2 weeks. Keep in mind that the 5 minute long movie took a month to shoot. So.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, we'll see what will happen out of that. I mean, the short movie though, I will say that the 5 minute one, that one took so long to shoot because it was in English, and I speak the best English out of the crew. So
yeah,
you know. But yeah. As for the second channel, I have Fighting Hook, even more. Then,
oh no.
Then we ask the question: what can Guan do?
What can Guan do?
Do we get an answer to this?
No. Maybe.
No!
Watch the video and find out.
Oh boy.
Then I took some of my older videos off of Twitter, and I'm uploading them to my YouTube, as you know, because they're short videos. This one is Ezio Auditore, Master of Disguise.
Oh.
Ezio blends in seamlessly. And finally, Digimon Survive. We get introduced to the Digimon professor and his Digimon shrine.
Oh,
just an actual building.
A whole building?
Yeah.
Impressive.
I'm looking over next week, and I think Alex will like the Twitter video. It's a 9-second long video just titled "Hot Soup." Anyway, yeah.
I cannot begin to fathom what that could mean.
You'll see.
Does it have anything to do with Supreme Commander?
No.
Oh. I was about to say, I don't remember there being anything particularly funny enough to make a YouTube clip of the Supreme Commander videos.
That was a little bit more drawn out.
Yeah.
Little
Being
bit.
drawn out, I need to step away for just one moment here. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
Well, W, your channels.
Yes,
All
on
four
my
of them.
channels. Yeah. On my channels, there is the non-Total War channel, which I have no idea. There's definitely going to be some Overwatch coming up this week. The rest of it, I don't know. On the Total War channel, I would definitely like to, in the coming week, make a video talking about the various little Total War news articles that have come out over the past couple of weeks. Ordinarily, I would make a video going over each one as they come out, but I've just not had the availability of time at the time. And the way I figure this way, maybe instead of me looking over it on recording, at least the two that are going to be old at the time, I'll have looked over already. So I'll be able to put my thoughts together in a more concise manner and not just ramble horribly and turn a reading of a 2-page long blog page into an hour-long video of me just talking endlessly about the subject. So who knows? Anyways, that's the extent of what I'm planning.
All right.
Now, on the group channel, it will be tomorrow, Wednesday, Payday 2 Part 39. Every time I think, man, I need to reinstall Payday 2, we need to hit that again, I always think, yeah, but it's 80 fucking gigs.
Yeah. And that's one of those things, like, you know, I'm the one out of us who complains the most about like long running series. Like, I like Payday. I like playing Payday 2. I begged y'all to play Payday 2 for like 2 years after we stopped playing it the first time. but at the same time, like I have a lot of shit brewing and I need space for that shit. And Payday 2 is 80 gigs plus DLC.
Yeah, and that it's like the fucking like, okay, they went back and updated it to get rid of the licensed content for everybody who didn't already own it. You know, that was real cool of them.
Yeah.
Well, no, I shouldn't bitch too much. In fairness, that's the license holder, and also the fact that Starbreeze is out of money. But
I wonder why.
Themselves. But it'd be really cool if they went back and added an update where you can choose to not install the VR content.
Yeah.
I need to look into whether or not there's anybody who's figured out a way that you can manually uninstall the VR content.
Yeah.
All right. December 5th. Thursday, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. December 6th, Friday, Street Fighter 6 Part 40. December 7th, Saturday, Endless Legend. And also, For Honor Part 7. Oh, excuse me. And then December 10th, next Tuesday, Street Hoop.
Street Hoop was really good. We played it. Pink found that one, I think. I don't remember what the name was, but he went, we should play this, and it was fun. We made up lore.
I see.
Yeah, there is nothing in the Monday slot because we haven't shot Mario. He's still alive. He's still out there and needs to be stopped. But yeah, Pink and I just didn't have our schedules line up. More or less.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks around Thanksgiving. I think we've all been various degrees of busy lately.
Yeah, like I tried to counteract this before, like back in October, but y'all just didn't feel like doing stuff, if memory serves.
Perhaps.
So yeah. So right now there's just nothing on some Mondays, until we have time. I thought about putting Civ there, but the problem with that is that I do not have the sim or the Civ footage on my PC right now because it's 50 gigs, I want to say, maybe more.
Ooh.
And also, like, one problem that I have found with doing split screen, again, is that, apparently, so, how Premiere does stuff is Premiere, takes a video file that you give it, and it converts the video file into a file that it can read better, basically.
Yeah.
Resolve does not do this. Resolve streams the file from the Resolve streams the file right live, and that's cool because it takes up less space overall. That's bad because if your PC can't handle streaming 3 videos overlaid over each other, then get fucked.
Oh.
And Resolve can also do the thing where it converts the videos into files that it can read. But I have yet to figure out a way to make it so it doesn't take up a lot of space. And like I tried doing that with those files, and so I have 260 gigabytes of free space on my hard drive. That was filled, and the videos weren't properly whatchamacallit, they weren't properly made into proxies either. So it was a lose-lose where like I literally cannot export these videos because there's no space for it to go to. And also the videos don't play. On top of that.
Ooh.
Sounds like a mess.
Yeah, so right now, if we do save, I will just put it on my Google Drive, and then once I figure out a way to make it work, then I'll edit it. But it will just have to be in fucking deep freeze until then.
Yeah, once I
Yeah.
Meryl, would you
Understandable.
know if the presents ready yet or not?
not yet.
Okay.
I'll text her when it's coming.
He loves rapping, you know that.
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
exciting.
Christmas.
Yeah.
She has risen.
Oh, no.
She has risen out of her ice casket.
I actually haven't heard Mariah Carey at work yet, so I'm not sure the season has officially begun just yet.
I've already
I imagine Ducker so far as well.
I haven't heard her yet, but no, wait, I have heard her, but I've also heard sightings of her. Just overall.
Oh no!
Heard sightings of her.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna post the Queen mashup in the music thread.
Mariah Carey is my favorite cryptid.
The mythology seems to have entered a place where she is entering a war with Santa Claus and Krampus for who has Christmas in their domain.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like there used to be a third Christmas creature that people talked about. But there's a couple. But one of the more better known was where the Ice Witch. And like, you know, it's one of those things where like we're half a step away from just saying, all right, the Ice Witch has been Mariah Carey all along. Her place for eternal winter, so that she can remain on top forevermore.
Oh God!
That's what all I want for Christmas is all about. He wants control.
Christ! Oh shit! What? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we start that shit, we gotta talk about the year 2022.
Yes, we do.
2022.
The year where things happened.
And by things we mean Guilty Gear, and Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Maybe something else. Maybe.
And a lot of pictures of Spider-Man in his underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to mention the Skullgirls thumbnail for part 2 of Skullgirls, where it's supposed to be that the announcer is saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, let's start," or whatever. However, the "and" is cut out, and the gentlemen and ladies are like either just fading in or fading out. And as a result, what we have is a thumbnail where it looks like the announcer is saying, "Gentlemen, ladies."
The more prim and proper way of saying fanboy.
Oh shit! I have to mention.
Yeah.
I don't want to skip Gardic Phone, but I have to mention the Hitman 2 Part 2 title. What is Mr. Clean doing up there?
I believe Mr. Clean was dropping a screwdriver on a guy so he'd die.
That sounds like Hitman. It's either that or unscrewing the lighting rig.
Yeah.
I should look into doing something about Jerry Lawler. Anyways.
Yeah.
Gardic Phone Part 2, that's the part where some goofy shit happens.
Yeah.
I believe that is all.
Right.
We have in the title Mullet Alex Gets a Train. But another one of my favorite little moments is in that one when Mike deliberately throws out the most "fuck you" prompt ever. Of you, he writes out something like, the existentialist something or other, like
it was like the crushing weight of existentialism or something like that.
Yeah, and Addie, luckily you wound up getting it, and you had an actual creative idea of drawing a tombstone with a question mark on it. It was very good. The issue is, Pink, you will forever have fucked me up with this. Pink, you took it as literally a mystery tombstone, and you wrote out the follow-up prompt as "Here lies unknown, date of birth unknown, date of death unknown." But you wrote it as DOB and DOD, which my brain did not default to date of birth and date of death. So I saw an absolute nonsense prompt and just wrote in all caps, "Fuck you," and then I'll start a little stick figure throwing up his hands like, what am I supposed to do with this? And the capper to it all is Soon's response to it just simply being Addie chill.
Yeah.
When it wasn't even Addie. That was one of those little moments where all of us were firing off on the right cylinders, I think.
So is this also the one where we're blinded and I drew a bat shrugging?
Yes! But his shoulders were inside his eyeballs.
Yeah, if you can't see, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Oh, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. The crocodile loves, I forget, I wrote crocodile loves almonds, which Addie, you misread as crocodile loves diamonds.
Yeah.
Resulting in that excellent drawing of the sewer gator with a smile on his face holding onto a diamond like, yeah!
And then mine just wrote Kim Kardashian or something.
Yeah. Well, no, it got turned, either Pink or Soon wrote sewer monster, which then Mike turned into Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there I made Arabic Nemo. Well, no, Soon was responsible for the prompt. I only drew it, in fairness. Oh shit! Yeah, that one was a winner. That's one of our best videos for my 2 cents. I love that one. We all have some bangers in it. It's one where all of us, it goes on each. If each of us were to get an individual highlights compilation, we'd all get at least one clip from that video.
Yeah, I think my favorite is I believe that's still the same video, but it's just the prompt was mark that guy's hard drive or something like that, and I just drew a whatchamacallit, I drew a computer and on the screen just said porn.
And there's a little mouse looking at it and going tisk tisk.
Yeah. Okay, no, then that was Pink who drew it then, I think, or I don't remember who drew it.
Oh shit! There. One I remember you drawing is the one came up with Ted's taste in movies. So you drew an actual knight holding a copy of Die Hard where the title is misspelled as Die Rat.
Yeah. Because I thought it would be funnier.
Oh shit! All right. Ooh, all right. A lot of FGA, Shut Your Mouth Lounge, and Hitman, and Dead by Daylight here. Holy Christ! Why did we title episode 38 of Fighting Games R Darkstalkers Are Not Dead?
Because there were probably some rumors about Darkstalkers going around at the time.
Oh.
I mean, we need to do a follow-up, and it's just Darkstalkers are super dead.
Yeah. Yeah, now that the knowledge is actually out there, yeah. Why is there one Shut Your Mouth Lounge where the thumbnail is only in the corner?
Look at the time on that.
I believe that was you.
We did a 9-hour sit down.
It somehow completes the picture, really.
Yeah. I also want to note before we go over it, like, one of the things that I wish I could have done more is just because I referred to Agent 47 as John Hitman, so I love the title. So it's just John and then insert identity here. John Policeman is sus. John Bunny brings the propane.
Oh shit!
I wish you got more of those.
Oh shit! All right. oh! Nearly knocked over the microphone. That would have been embarrassing. Oh!
Oh, I'm proud of the School Cross Ball 3 title.
The
Cerebellum Assassin.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Good lord!
That is pretty great. Yo, remember when we played Paladins?
Oh. Vaguely. When Addie mentioned it while we were playing Overwatch, I was like, oh shit, we did play that.
Yeah. I mean, Paladins remains in my memory banks solely because of Pip. Like, Healer Junkrat is just the character for me.
Yeah.
I forget, did me or Pink ever attach ourselves to any characters in particular? I know soon would have picked whoever's the biggest person on the roster.
I feel like you liked not Reinhardt, and I don't know. I think Pink found a woman.
Spicy Latin Reinhardt.
Yeah, I think Pink found a woman, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, I like the large lady with the bombs.
Yeah, like the La Bomba.
Yeah,
La Bomba. I also remember the last video of Paladins, which is probably the second one, if there is a second one. I remember us going up against just like fucking the devil, and he had a second bar under his life bar, which all of us were confused by. So I just adopted the holiness bar. Which, to be fair, the devil's moveset included running you through with his horns like a goat. So close enough.
Oh shit.
Wait, this might be that one because I think the devil's name is Khan.
Oh shit. All right. Oh, an FGA where hey, we're talking about multiverses back in 2022 when multiverses first came out and it played better.
Oh wait, just wait a bit. We'll get to multiverses. Also, there's whatchamacallit, there's a comment under this video like, why isn't there pictures of anything? Like, dude, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
It's background audio.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah.
God bless him.
I mean, like, you know, it's one of those things where like there is a podcast that I listen to where they read creepypastas, and like they have, you know, actual production value with like webcams of both of the hosts, and like when they read the story, then whatever passage of the story they read is shown on screen and all that, and like that's cool and all. They also get paid.
Yeah.
You know, if we got paid, then I would have already hired 3 other editors to do that stuff for us.
Yeah.
But we don't, so it's only me, and like, no. I would rather not spend a day editing these podcasts for no fucking reason aside from production value.
Yep. Excuse me. So.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to mention.
Alright. I want to mention Guilty Gear Xrd Part 5, I think that is, or 8. That's 8. Yeah. Is this the one? I believe this is the one where one of the clips that I remember vividly was we started spamming taunts. You were Jacko, I was Elfelt, and like both of us were near death if memory serves, and had full bars. And we just did that for like half a second, and then I do my level 3 super that kills you, and I just go, you shot at me, bitch.
I think I was dizzy.
Oh, you were dizzy, yeah.
Yes, I remember this set.
It's also the one where I showed you real American fighting.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Elfeld.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which, if memory serves, was that the video where I accidentally killed myself with Shredder?
Yes. It's also the
I think.
it's also the video where I tried making, I forget who. I tried to make someone work really hard, and then I played as the dinosaur from Rugrats. I'm forgetting its name.
Riptar.
Yeah, Riptar. I played as Riptar, and I went, oh shit, Digimon Rumble Arena, and then proceeded to fucking kill you in 2 seconds.
That video, it will forever be stuck in my mind. The image of me just walking into my death in what I absolutely did not think would be a death zone.
I also remember you got like work angry, you know. You were playing as Danny Phantom. I was Garfield. You were like, I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna do the Ganondorf, and then I would always escape the grab just before we fell off. So we just jumped to your death 3 times basically, and that was the match.
I don't know why I'm trying to do the Ganondorf when the Donkey Kong was always superior. Well, actually, come to think of it, that's not true because Donkey Kong hits the death box before the person he's grabbed does.
I thought you were gonna say Donkey Kong hits the gritty.
Which makes it an inferior move.
Yeah. I mean,
FGA fighting games can be good again. Definitely a pre-Street Fighter 6 FGA.
Yes.
I forgot we played the.
as well is one of our podcast titles is called Addy Shills Armello. And then just a few episodes or videos rather later, we have Armello Part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. If memory serves, I spent pretty well all those videos getting bullied by the AI.
Yes.
Yeah, bullied by the AI or soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two.
Sometimes both.
That's just the dynamic me and Soon have at certain points. I forgot we played Del Star Battle Royale demo. How many fighting game demos let you play online?
It wasn't, well, it was a demo, I guess, but it was open beta to test the network stuff. If memory serves.
Okay. A good thing they did that, because my memory is that the official release had a much better netcode. But when the game released, when they did that early access beta test,
Yeah,
it felt like shit.
Yeah, the difference was All-Star Battle R still uses delay-based netcode, but currently it is delay-based netcode that can work. And in the beta, it was Samurai Showdown on the Xbox 360 quality.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it's not the best still, but like I'll fucking take it over what it used to be. And like the game is good.
Okay, the Saints Row video, which that's one of the best thumbnails we've ever had, first of all. But second of all, it now occurs to me, why did I put Rob Zombie in a bathrobe? Third of all, that's the one, we've mentioned it on past videos, but that's the one where it's 100% that I wish it was me falling out of the cannon was as funny on your perspective as it was on mine, because goddamn.
Yeah.
I've seen how two Shut Your Mouth Lounge titles in a row that I want to mention. Actually, 3. Episode 238, You're God, playing the drums.
I don't know
What is the context for that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Raijin?
Maybe? We weren't playing too much Smite at that time, though.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to
Not Donkey Kong, right?
No, definitely not Donkey Kong. Like I probably would have been the one to bring up something that's similar to that, because I'm usually the one with the weirdo video game stories. But I don't know what that could have been.
And then episode 239, Addy forgets to remember. And then episode 240, everyone is Dominic's father. Would this have been around the time that wrestling was starting to get good again?
No, this was this was back when y'all still hated Dominic. Like this was
wrestling was starting to get good again back when Dominic still sucked.
I don't know then, but if memory serves, this was like just before they started breaking Gray and Dominic up.
Yeah, I can recall when I came in, I did not like Dominic because Dominic was just Mr. Nepo baby joined to his dad's hip. It would be some ways into the new good age that they would split the two and turn Dom heel.
I don't remember if that was at a SummerSlam or if that was at the Clash at the Castle.
SummerSlam. Clash at the Castle, I think, was a pretty standard tag match for them.
Probably.
Against the Usos.
Possibly, actually.
If you don't remember who the opponent was, it was the Usos. Always.
That's fair.
Yep. Yeah. I don't want to dwell on wrestling that's currently occurring too much, But I gotta say, it did make me deeply unhappy that the Survivor Series, they put the face teams' entrances in order of going from who they thought the biggest baby face, who they thought the biggest star was, or rather who they wanted to emphasize the biggest star was. So it starts off with Jimmy, because no one cares about Jimmy. Then Sammy. God bless Sammy. Sammy will probably always be able to rest on his laurels of that one really strong run. Then Punk. Then Roman. Then Jay.
Yeah! Main
Fuck
event
right off.
Jay!
Fuck right the fuck off. I am not having this shit. There is one person on that team that I would rank Jay over, and it's his own fucking identical brother who is just his inferior clone. Which you don't want to be the inferior clone of someone who's not really that good anyways.
That is very true.
Katamari Damacy, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Pink, that was the first time you were seeing the Katamari games, right?
That is correct.
Oh, that would have been an experience.
It certainly was.
We can still give Pink the experience because they now have more Katamari games on Steam. So
that is true. I need to get around to picking those up because Katamari is one of my favorite game franchises, and I really should have them on my Steam library. Ass Creed Brotherhood Part 1. There were not as many parts after that as you would think.
It's a small handful, but yeah, not too much. We'll get back to that someday. Same with Persona.
It was very bold of you, Addie, to give me the Apple of Eden in the thumbnail. I was not meant to use this power for good. Oh, Multiverses Part 1. I was never there for any of the Multiverses videos, right?
no, you
Was
were.
I there for them?
You were. Both of you were. Like
I'm going to open this up right now because I don't believe you.
all of the Multiverses videos. If memory serves, were 4 of us. It was the 3 of us and Soon.
Okay, I'm seeing someone play Superman in these videos, so that's almost certainly me.
The very first match is Addy and Soon playing together. Let's skip ahead. Addy and Soon. Let's skip ahead.
I see Superman and Iron Giants. That's me, and that's Soon. Were either of you Finn players?
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Were either of you Taz players?
I don't think I was ever allowed to play Taz.
Maybe me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I could see Addy being a Taz player. Pink, were you playing Finn?
No. I'm skimming through this video. I 102% don't believe I'm in it.
Is there a Multiverses Part?
All Addy and Soon.
Okay, now I'm seeing Multiverses Part 3, where there are 2 Supermen, for whatever reason, an Iron Giant and Garnet. Now, I can see you playing Garnet just because she has enormous hips.
This is true.
But I don't know why there'd be 2 Supermen, because there is not a planet on which I see Addy playing Superman.
I think it was. I forget, because that might have been Pink, or you might have taught me about the shove, and we just basically like Ganondorf people. You would shove them out. You would shove them out enough for them to recover, and then I jump in and then shove them off screen and die in the process.
I'm skimming through all these videos so far. It's only Addy and Soon doing tag team matches, playa.
Well, if there is one character you want to do the dunk with, it is Superman. But yeah, I don't remember really being there for really any of the Multiverses videos. Like my memory is going, yeah, I should join for one of the Multiverses sessions at some point. And by the time they took Multiverses off, or rather, more significantly, by the time that Soon's attention got distracted by something else, and Addy, you were already sick of the game, it was like, yeah, the moment has passed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Iron is cold.
The only thing I remember about Multiverses is doing the couple of sessions that we did and going. I fulfilled my obligations.
Yeah. My memory is that like I thought Multiverses was neat, though mostly I was just maining Superman and just playing him because I really like that character design, and I still really do. But otherwise, I can remember soon adoring it from the jump and getting really, really good with Iron Giant, and then just kind of getting distracted and wandering off to something else. Probably marriage. And I can remember you and both of you guys going, actually, this game is dog shit. And I was like, I don't know enough to argue, so I'm just going to let him go off, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Stray, which, Pink, you more or less just wanted to see that game, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was one of those instances of an LP occurring largely because the person who doesn't own it and is not on controls just wants to see the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Stray and Spider-Man, where those were Pink went, I want to see this game. You have access to this game. Let's record this game. And I went, okay.
I want to see the baby. Oh shit!
And then I believe we finished the playthrough of Stray, and 2 weeks later they announced it's coming to fucking Steam.
Ah!
So really, Pink, you just need to...
Spider-Man wasn't too far off from going on Steam either.
Well, a couple months. Like maybe 3 or 4 months. So, you know, it's still enough time to go, you know, shit happens. It's already been like 3 or 4 years since the game's come out, so it made more sense. Stray just came out, like I believe Stray was maybe a week old when we started doing it for the channel. And yeah, like just as we wrapped up the series, they announced Stray is coming to PC, and I went, oh, okay.
I think it's even on Xbox now.
Maybe.
It did not say exclusive for long.
And then FGA suddenly gets hit by the Street Fighter 6 bomb. And I enjoy the ambiguous title of a lot of talking about Street Fighter 6, wherein we probably are kind of confused and probably kind of worried. Because Street Fighter 5, like, I feel, yeah, I can remember at the time going, okay, Street Fighter 5 was rough, but that last couple seasons were pretty good. So if Street Fighter 6 is just like that, then hey, we're in good territory, right? And like I was not at the time anticipating, no, actually Street Fighter 6 is going to be way better than the last few seasons of Street Fighter 5. And then the next video, Addy can't believe Street Fighter 6 is doing so much right, because that's just how bad we felt about Street Fighter at the time.
Yeah.
What the hell happened in Show Your Mouth Lounge episode 249? Addy and Pink find a reason to get into Warhammer. What did I do?
Skaven.
Skaven, no. Painful?
Yeah, I think you showed Pink like either Dwarf or Skaven like cooks as an army unit, something like that.
Oh no, I showed halflings.
Oh yeah, maybe.
They're all just a bunch of tiny fat dudes that love eating. And if you get in the way, they'll kill you with food.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Oh, shit. There are several videos, apparently, going back to the beginning of the channel, where I gaslight you guys into thinking that minor parts of the setting matter a lot more than they do, because the halflings have not received nearly as much love as they deserve. The modders for the Total War games are still working on implementing Nippon and have the halflings. And in both those cases, it's like, yeah, I remember acting like those guys mattered a lot more to the setting than they do to Addy and Pink. And like they totally weren't going to get ignored by the official content in favor of just the modders having to handle them.
We need more Space Marines in Warhammer Fantasy. You need to be here.
Oh man, we go back to Guilty Gear Strive, and yet again we run into the lobby system, apparently. like very few of the videos of us actually playing Strive on the channel are us discussing the gameplay of Strive. It is for the most part, man, fuck this lobby system.
I know
Honestly, yeah, I don't think there's ever been a time where we did a video or discussed doing videos of Guilty Gear Strive and not had like 95% of that conversation or whining just completely about the lobby system entirely. We don't care about the game, we care about the lobby system, and that lobby system was just awful.
But see, that's the thing. Like y'all complain about the lobby. I will never stop bitching about the gameplay. So it balances out. I bitch enough for the three of us.
Each video, I like the gameplay less, but nonetheless, I can't get over. At the end of the day, me getting smacked in the fucking toes with a hammer sucks. But if I'm also having a knife carved through my guts, I'm going to focus on the knife carving through my guts first. Shit. And then Silent Hill Transmission, which is a video that turns very quickly into me and Hattie saying, we do not trust Konami with this, and we definitely don't fucking trust Bloober with this. I try to go a little bit benefit of the doubt, but I can't really muster up the courage. And we're both like, yeah, this Silent Hill 2 remake is gonna fucking suck balls.
And thankfully we were wrong.
Yeah, we were apparently very wrong. It's like Game of the Year.
Yeah, and you know, it's one of those things where like we said this during Silent Hill this year and all that, like, you know, these are the things where like you say something because you have data to back it up, and then you go, but I don't want to be right. And in these cases, when you're proven wrong, you go, thank fucking God.
Yeah. It doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
But sometimes people rise above the odds.
Like, I'm glad to have a good remake of Silent Hill 2 instead of Blooper fucking it up and being right.
Blooper making a blooper.
Yeah. Also, like, the thing that I remember about Silent Hill Transmission is they announced Silent Hill F, and you go, oh, like they show this like geisha woman or something like that, and then her face falls off, and you go, oh my God, and I'm just fucking laughing so hard, like I just lost my shit.
It was a bit weird. Show Your Mouth Lounge, episode 252. Clothes don't have a soul.
They don't. You can't prove otherwise.
That's just true. As far as we know, at least.
And then Notice Me, Send a Pie.
Yeah. So, fun fact. That's the title and the little thing in the image. That's a real tweet from Roger Craig Smith. That I just crossed out. Yeah.
The pie emoji does complete it, I must say.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
And yeah, Nekojishi. After all of the years of after all the years of having talked about it once, my idea was we didn't have a lot of games lined up for that Hollow Week, so I went, all right, we can do a funny gimmick. I can do a thing where like I pretend that I found this like very scary horror game, and I guess there also needs to be some background knowledge to this, that I went looking for horror games on itch.io, and itch.io, while looking for horror games, while specifically looking for horror games, gave me a playlist, I guess, someone put together of like, once again, this was on the sideline while I was looking for horror games, a playlist titled "Furry Visual Novels That Aren't Bora." And I went, oh no, nothing scarier than twinks. So, yeah. Or like basically anyone who's not like fat muscular, I guess, because that's what Bora is, I think. But yeah, so I looked through that, and it had Nekojishi, and I went, we talked about this, I could do a bit. So the idea was that I'd get both of you in a call, and I pretend that I found this like very scary horror game on itch.io, and then we put in, and it's the fucking the furry visual novel that we talked about like once 3 years ago. And then we had everything lined up, and I think the day of, W, you said that you're not gonna be available for the entire month. And I went, okay, I guess I'm doing this with Pink then.
Oh, I was moving, right? Oh God, 2022, would that have been that? Yep, that would have been the move off of the farm. Yes, that was a rough couple months right there.
Yeah, and so we did it.
Oh, you know what
Yep.
it was? I don't think the moving process necessarily took a month. That probably only took like a couple weeks. What probably made me unavailable for an extended period of time was turning off the Muska net.
Ah, yeah.
Which, come to think of it, the Musknet was a big problem for pretty well all of 2021 and 2022.
Yeah. And so yeah.
Also, I have
yeah.
to
What?
I have to mention that the Plants vs. Zombies thumbnail implies that Pink gets confused while playing it and thinks he's in Dark Souls.
Yeah. But if
I
memory
mean,
serves,
honestly, probably just as hard. I've never played Dark Souls myself, but Plants vs. Zombies, whoo boy, that is rough.
if memory
Can
serves,
you dodge roll into the zombies or parry them?
Every time I try to parry the zombies, they just eat my brains. It's no good.
if memory serves, that's the thumbnail because Pink kept yelling "Praise the Sun" during the video.
Could be.
Right, because sunflowers give you all the resources to make other plants.
Yeah. And yeah, to go back to Nekojishi for a moment, like I remember going in like, all right, we'll do this as a one-off and whatever. And if memory serves, Pink and I just got like we had a good time. We spent like the entire video is just us laughing at the game, more or less.
It was delightfully ridiculous.
Yeah. And if memory serves, we said that we'd come back to it someday. Someday hasn't come yet.
Yeah, it'll happen someday, but yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, we'll mix things up. We'll do Danganronpa, and then we'll do Nekojishi, and then we'll do Mario, and Assassin's Creed, and Persona.
Oh boy!
Fuck it, we'll start up a game of the War for North Africa as well. Or like I forget which one's there's a board game where like you literally it was designed so you can't play a game of it. You cannot finish a game of it because it takes like genuinely 3 years to complete. We'll play that in tabletop sim.
Oh shit!
Like someone who actually knows Danganronpa commented under the newest episode, and they did the maths, and if we continue the 15-minute format and not cut anything out, it should take more than 200 episodes for us to reach the end.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to go back and write to them like we did not know, because it's true we didn't.
We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into when we started this.
Hang on, I'm doing the math. That's 50 more hours of content.
Ah, shit. I mean, if it's a thing of though is that like if we keep the bi-weekly release schedule on the Monday slot, then us recording for 3 hours is half a year. So how many years is that of Danganronpa?
Oh boy. Yeah, that's ooh. Well, if it's bi-weekly, then it's half of 52. Which my brain, I'm using a calculator because I am just having trouble waking up. Okay, that's a little under, or no, wait. Hold on, just a moment. Oh, Jesus Christ.
15 years.
Possibly like 7.5.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay, Pink, we might
At
need to
which
discuss.
point, it would honestly look like, from an outside viewer to the YouTube channel, that you two had been stuck playing that game for 7.5 years.
Yeah. Alright, we'll have to discuss how to handle Danganronpa in the future, I guess.
That was a nervous laughter I just heard.
Holy shit.
All right. Anyways, Castlevania, the original for Halloween 2022, which it's just me getting my ass beat by death, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds right. I don't need to go back to that trauma. On to Darkest Dungeon. I love the thumbnail.
All the gestures.
Yeah.
Not just all the jesters, but one of them is shouting, "This dungeon is too difficult for me!" And if memory serves, all of the party members do it one by one.
Yeah.
So the moment that speech bubble closes for the first jester, it then moves on to the highwayman, who repeats the exact same thing, word for word. And then he stops, and the next jester down the line says the same thing. There comes a point in Darkest Dungeon where you're just being sadistic to the poor little bastards. The thing people don't tell you about Darkest Dungeon is that for every bit that is a difficult turn-based RPG dungeon crawler, it is also to a certain degree having your little ants in your little ant farm that you are slowly torturing until their numbers diminish.
Yeah.
Siren, which moved in directions I don't think we anticipated.
Siren is one of my favorite videos. Now, here's the thing. Throughout the life of this channel, we have tried emulating the Super Best Friends numerous times in numerous ways. The Siren video is the two of us channeling the souls of Wooly and Matt. Like, I'm pretty sure. From the great beyond, they have risen.
Their graves spinning in their caskets. No, wait.
The graves are spinning in the caskets, yes.
That's a lot of dirt.
They're doing pile bunkers to the graves.
Oh, shit. Yeah, for one thing, I entirely forgot that game has a super British dub. So it's, Addie, Pink, allow me to emphasize something. You see that the dude in the thumbnail, the cop, is an Asian dude?
Yeah.
Game set in Japan, about a bunch of Japanese people with very Japanese names like Shuji or Akira. Nonetheless, very, very limey voice cast. As a result, "Oi, Shuji, you want to go down to the shrine? Oh no, there's a yokai oni fighting us. It's a ghost of your samurai ancestors. Blimey. Pick up your katana."
My like the one other bit that I remember is near the end. The doctor. Or whatever, the professor.
Doctor was pretty good, but the reaction both of us had when it switches to the old man.
Yeah, and you wanted to quit before the old man, and I went, no, wait a second, there's something here, I feel it.
Your senses were, your LP senses were tingling.
Yeah.
Because, Pink, you'll probably never play Siren, so this isn't big spoilers for you. Up until that point, you were either playing characters who had no weapons, or a professor who had a pithy little pistol that didn't really do a whole lot. So you're like, oh, it's kind of a run and hide horror. Okay, there's a few neat tricks here.
You need to put some respect on the professor of thugonomics.
That is true. He was the professor of thugonomics. But imagine our surprise when the game loads up next level. Oh, you're playing as this old dude. And I was like, oh man, an old dude. So you're probably not going to be able to run at all. This is going to suck. And the old dude just busts out his fucking sniper rifle. And
Amazing.
the game just kind of turns from where all the young folks, they're on the run. It's a run and hide horror game. Once it switches to grandpa, it doesn't say kill all motherfuckers. But as far as we got into the level, yeah, that was definitely much more of a shoot bang.
Yeah, like, it doesn't say kill all motherfuckers, but if you don't kill all motherfuckers, you die.
Yeah. Well, the old guy can't run that fast, and he runs out of breath pretty easy because he's fucking old. So rather than running away, you just gotta kill them all, kill all motherfuckers. Also,
Yeah.
the zombies also got guns, if memory serves. Which calls into question, you'd think the other protagonist of Siren, they're on the run in some other part of the woods, would hear that one part of the town that's just like bang, 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 and go, what the hell's going on over there? That old dude's playing Payday.
Yeah.
Sonic Forces, Hall Week 2022.
Yeah, that was our last minute addition
Yes,
to the
it was.
roster.
Yeah, there were several years in a row of, are we going to go back and do Sonic Adventure 2? And for a couple of years, it was, well, Alex wants to play through hero and villain mode legit before we handle the final act. And there was a couple of years of, Alex has found that he does not have the willpower to get through hero and villain by himself. At the same time, do we want to try and get Alex to beat the last couple levels of a game he's never played? Eventually, we got around to it. It worked out exactly as anticipated.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad I was able to beat like 2 levels.
Oh no, you didn't beat A level. Because they're all one long level.
Oh, of course.
Anyways. That was a part of the problem, in fact.
Oh, God, that's right. Yeah, because it sends you all the way back. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with that game?
Evil.
Oh, God. Smite Part 12, Owie Maui. And then Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This is the Roman cancel we've been hearing about. What is that about? What was that?
I don't know.
I remember that being something funny.
I think some like official gets killed in the story. And that's why that's the title.
Oh shit. Oh man, I then some of the titles though, it's like, yeah, I definitely know what happened there. He really loves that wall. Well, the Assassin's Creed parkour system went wrong in that video. I know that's what happened there. The fucking anti-serum.
Yeah. He needs it for his auntie.
Oh,
He does.
Christ.
I don't know how that ended up being like our most watched video.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's the thumbnail people read. So there's people that are looking on Spider-Man, yes. Looking on YouTube for different people's reactions to Aunt May's death in Spider-Man 2018. And that thumbnail, unusually, that title is actually a fairly good indicator of what's in the video. So people are clicking on it because they want to see you guys react to Aunt May's death.
And then our reaction to Aunt May's death, because Aunt May's death is actually in everyone knew. But our reaction to Aunt May's death was, Peter, you shouldn't let me die. I want to die. I tried to burn down Feast. I tried to burn down Feast on purpose so that I could finally die.
I mean, that's just actual accurate lore for one more day.
Yeah.
She did it for the insurance. Gosh darn it, we blew it. We could have been rich. The payout would have been enormous.
And I think
For my death.
I think you even say you're my most hated nephew or something like that.
If I didn't have turbo
shit.
poison, Peter, I'd jump out of this bed and beat you to death.
Yeah. And then if memory serves, I also joked that they just replaced all of Peter's lines in dialogue. Just you knew.
He's in shock. Oh man. Okay, I'm seeing now FGA NetherRealm season is upon us. Is that the video where we go nuts about the Kamidogu?
It might be.
Because that's one of the videos that needs to be put up in a fucking museum out of our channel. That's one of my proudest fucking moments. That was the extreme of us taking one bit and just endlessly elaborating on it and taking it too far and then going further.
Yeah. That was the whatchamacallit, that was the comedic structure of yes and being stretched to its extremes.
That was yes and times like 20.
Goku's US move.
Yeah.
He puts his palms on his forehead. Yes and times 20.
All it does is make his teammates funnier, but it still works.
Yeah. Frieza still dies. We don't know why or how. He just does.
Frieza goes to blow Krillin up, but Krillin says something really funny. Frieza laughs so hard he coughs up a lung and goes, "Oh no, I need that," and then falls over dead.
Yeah. I also love that the Kamidogu bit. We extended so much it became real.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
like you know, we joke about Ed Boon listening to the podcasts. There will be a point where we will just have to go, does he actually know? Because like so many fucking
No.
so many fucking coincidences have happened where like shit.
And it worked out very well for Ed.
Yeah. He's only on the brink of bankruptcy.
Everyone should follow our advice. Oh, Jesus. I like the Katamari Damacy title. We can eat that too, eventually. And the Ass Creed Brohood title, you get goatseed, but the hole is the Ubi logo.
Oh yeah, because I was complaining about Ubisoft. That's the last episode of the two of us playing Brotherhood.
Yeah, I think that's just accurate for a lot of Ubisoft games, really.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fake sneeze, my nose is itching. Anyways, all right. Shut Your Mouth Lounge, episode 260, the Mass Effect cast. Yep, there is a point where the Shut Your Mouth Lounge turns into me and Addy talking about Mass Effect a bunch, and Pink in the background going, I should play Mass Effect.
Yeah. and then Pink
correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. Pink, you never got more than like 10 hours into Mass Effect 1 before you just kind of went, right?
No, I didn't get too far. I did not get too terribly far. Like, I got all the crew members and stopped shortly after that.
There's just not enough Garrus.
Okay.
We need more Garrus.
Garrus is pretty great.
Pretty awesome.
Not in Mass Effect 1, though. He's still kind of in Mass Effect 1. He's just like, I want justice, but the law, though.
I mean, Garrus has stuck with me just because, like, I didn't go for any of the romance routes in any of the Mass Effects. So they just went, alright, fuck it, have a romance scene with Garrus instead. I was male Shepard.
Yeah. Yep, Garrus is 100% the bromance. Like, it's one of those things that, like, I understand there are a lot of femship players out there who love the Garrus romance, and there are a lot of chicks out there who are bugged by the fact there is no real Garrus. But nonetheless, for me, the femship Garrus romance always bothered me, in large part because, to me, Garrus is always fundamentally Shepard's best friend. And it's hard for me to imagine an alternate reality. And I always play as femship, and I don't romance Garrus. So for me, Garrus is still just the best friend. So it's always weird for me to imagine a world where, no, they're not best friends, they're fucking. Oh, boy. Wait, what's the gap between Persona's episode 14 and 14.5?
I don't know. Perhaps a year.
We had a 5.5 minute video for episode 14.5. What happens in those 5.5 minutes? I don't know.
I am now looking and seeing what's his name? The Rin or whatever his canon name is in his underwear in what does not look like his apartment.
Oh,
I do not remember a point in that game where he is in his underwear anywhere other than his own bedroom. And even then, my memory is that he's in pretty standard street clothes.
We did very questionable things that day.
I was not aware there was a become a naked lunatic button in that game that I just never pressed.
You're
Also,
playing with something all wrong.
Paladins Part 2.
Paladins
like
Part 2 coming like
one.
half a year later, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, Christmas Contra. I forget, was that Addy solo at the wheel? Did you get anyone to join in for you with that one?
no, that was just me trying to beat Contra with only 3 lives, if memory serves.
Oh, that's right. We're trying to keep up the Christmas challenge series.
Yeah.
Why do I look so sinister in the thumbnail?
Because the thumbnail is a reference to the American Contra cover art, and the Contra cover art is Sylvester Stallone and someone else that I forget the name of, standing in the foreground with guns, and in the background is a xenomorph laughing.
I see.
So you took the place of the xenomorph.
I heard a story related to the xenomorph thing with Contra, by the way.
Yeah.
So it was so the guys that made the original couple Castlevania games are technically a mystery because Konami at that time had a policy against headhunting, so they wouldn't give people proper credits. Notoriously, Castlevania 1 ends on a credit sequence that nonetheless is just listing off a bunch of joke names, very lazily, childishly parodying various Hammer horror stars. For instance, the game director is credited to Christopher B, as in Christopher fucking Lee, Dracula, Saruman, Count Dooku.
Yeah.
Well, they changed his name to Christopher B, comedy genius. But nonetheless, there was a guy who came out of Konami a couple years ago who said that he was the intern to the uncredited director of the first 3 Castlevania games. And he said that guy was a big old movie buff for Western movies. And at one point, he watched Alien and Aliens, and he went around the Konami offices saying, "Oh my God, watch Alien, watch Aliens, look at this H.R. Geiger shit. This aesthetic is going to change everything. We need to be pivoting all our games to look as H.R. Geiger as fuck as possible. Stat." And then the intern asks, "So, why doesn't Castlevania look like H.R. Geiger?" And the Castlevania director just turns and like shrugs and then winks. So there's the story according to one ex-Konami employee as to why Contra is covered in fucking alien motif. There you
All
go.
right.
There we have it.
Oh, shit. I did all of the Christmas let's show off how good we are at various games videos kind of go off without hitches?
Well, I don't know if I'd say the control element of without hitches, because if it did, then it would be the video would be like 30 minutes long. Contra is not a long game if you can beat it without dying.
Oh yeah, both you and I definitely died quite a bit in our videos, but it wasn't. It was like both of the any of the Christmas videos. I was like, oh man, these could be like 4 or 5 hour marathons, man. And no, the Fallout one was extra funny because that one didn't turn out at all like I was anticipating.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pink's just a god at Fallout or if he's in real life invested most of his special into luck.
The answer to that is yes.
Okay. I don't even remember. Do you fight a single fucking Cazador in that video?
I think I used my grenade launcher once at like that. There's a little.
Oh, the
What's
little
the-
camp with the tents.
Yeah, the camp. Yeah, at the camp. But aside from that, I don't recall ever actually getting into any confrontations with the Cazadors.
Yeah, keeping Cazadors at a distance and using explosives is probably the right idea with how fast they are and how tiny their hitboxes are.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. Well, all that leaves really
Rainbow Six
Rainbow
Siege
Six
Part
Part
2.
13.
I like how, yeah, we've got a random ass Rainbow Six Siege video tucked way in the back here.
Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys before the Steam autumn sale comes to an end.
Yeah.
This month they're supposedly finally adding PC console crossplay to Siege, and Siege is on sale for $6 on Steam.
Oh.
So I wanted to ask you guys, would that be something you would be interested in?
Sure.
Well, yeah, I still have Siege on my Xbox. I actually played that a couple weeks ago. So yeah. Yeah.
All right, I will pick that shit up.
I mean, we need to get
All
Siege,
right.
we need to get Siege to episode 100 so we can sing the Friends team. And then we never play Siege again.
Nope. Fuck that.
Which I
Playing
mean,
solely for the numbers.
yeah. And I mean, it's one of those things where, like, you know, with the old style, when I actually edited that shit, getting to episode 100 of Siege would be difficult. Alas, one video is one match.
Yeah.
Like, look at For Honor. I forget, don't I even have uploaded videos that aren't whatchamacallit, scheduled properly because there's just no space in the schedule for them. For Honor.
I can believe that, but I closed the view your videos YouTube channel
okay.
thing.
Because if memory serves, we're close. I think we're like 3 or 4 videos off from getting to the point where I can schedule videos for Honor, which means that it's like it's after November 2026. Oh shit! Actually, I should go back and schedule stuff now because we're in December. So that means December 2026 has opened up.
Holy.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Well, that looks like that's it for 2022. Come back next week for 2023, which I'm willing to bet is wrestling year.
Probably. It was a bunch of Fire Pro and Phasmophobia, I think. Dead by Daylight.
Would we still have Dead by Daylight coming out?
I think so. But I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, see, T-Hunt is still in Siege because we played it a year ago. Called Elimination now.
Yes, I did check when I last played a couple weeks ago. T-Hunt is not in this version of the game right now. They actually do have a more legitimate like practice versus AI type of mode.
Oh.
So
wait, where they pick operators?
Yes. There's only a few
shit.
operators you can select from and a few operators that the AI can select from. But yeah, there is a mostly functioning versus AI mode to kind of get your practice in.
That's nice.
Shit.
Yeah, they definitely made a lot of changes to the practice over the years.
And then let's see what... Okay, actually, I'm not seeing a lot of Phasmophobia or Dead by Daylight. I am seeing however, Terraria. So... So yeah, it's wrestling and I guess Terraria then, instead.
Nice.
Wait. Well, I suppose that'll be next week. Addie, say bye. Ah, damn it. Rainbow Six Siege has like several different editions that I can't tell which fucking operators come with what pack.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the deluxe edition that looks like comes with the ones that all the ones that I remember. Like maybe up until Lion and Finka, which is fine by me.
But wait, doesn't Siege have cross progression?
Oh boy, I believe it does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember having Italian Cowboy when we last played.
Maestro?
Yeah, Maestro.
Well, even if it does have cross progression, I would only be coming in with I guess I did buy year 1 operators, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because my memory is like I have Valkyrie, and like I would not have gone out of my way to buy Valkyrie.
Right.
Very contributive to the team, but not a very exciting character to play.
No, not usually.
Which I think was generally a problem that Siege had. I want to play Capitao. He's got a cool crossbow. Does he contribute anything to the team? No, not usually.
Under most circumstances, no.
All right, bye. I guess.